In this video, I'm going to walk you through the path that you have to follow if you want to make at least $1,000 per month with Framer. I'm going to talk about building an audience, different ways of monetizing that audience, and ways of maximizing your revenue. My name is Nandi, this is Framer University, and let's get started. So the first step that you have to take when you decide that you want to make some money with Framer is that you have to get on social media and build a little audience for you, build a little following. And I think the best way to do that is by creating content on Framer. I think there's a really nice community around Framer on Twitter. I think if you go all in on Twitter, you can do really well. I wouldn't recommend you to start doing Twitter, Instagram, YouTube and everything. I think it's always best if you just try focusing on one platform and then maybe move onto another one once you build up a little following, let's say on Twitter. But yeah, I would just start posting about Framer to get some followers. I see some really inspiring content nowadays on Twitter, so let me show you some of them. For example, you can see Daryl here. He's creating these or making these posts about redesigning hero sections, and I think this could work really well in a Framer theme. You could just basically go to websites and redesign their hero section in Framer and just post that, and then maybe also give a remix link. So, people will, follow you naturally because they see the value that you provide. You create cool designs because you redesign not so great looking hero sections. And then you also, provide them with a little remix thing that they can use to remix that Framer project and play around with it maybe. So yeah, I think this is a great way of building up a following. As you can see, Daryl has a bunch of these posts, so he's doing this roasted design, and you can see that these posts do really well. So you also have to pay attention to what are the current trends on social media, especially on separate platforms, because on Twitter, you might have a different trend. On Instagram, you might have another trend. So it's always different. But on Twitter, these type of posts usually tend to do really well. So I would just do this, and I would do this every single day. So it's really important that when you are building an audience, just make sure to show up every day. Just make sure to post every day consistently, so people will know what to expect from you. They'll come back to your page. They will follow you. And they'll just start building out some trust with you. And then once you have some following, all you have to do is you have to plug your services or products in posts that do well. So for example, what I do, as you can see here, one of my posts on Twitter, it reached over 10,000 views, and then it also has over 100 likes. And I use Typefully, which has this feature which is called auto plug, where you can basically set a number of likes, and if the post reaches that number of likes, it will post this little auto plug that you set up. For me, it's I'm releasing a Framer learning platform. If you want to be the first to know when it launches, join the waitlist. And I'm just basically plugging my waitlist in the description or in this second tweet on posts that do well, and I'm building my email list, so I can email them once I release something. So you can either use Typefully to do the same thing automatically, or you can just take a look at your posts, and if you see that they're getting some traction, you can just create another comment under the post, and people will actually see that, and they might get your offer. And you might be asking, but Nandi, what can I offer them? What are my products? What are my services? We're going to talk about that a little bit later in this video. But yeah, basically that's all about building an audience. It's not really complicated, to be honest with you. Many people try to make it a little bit more complicated than what it is, but it's literally just showing up every single day, creating great content that is actually bringing value to the people, and followers will just naturally come to you. One extra thing that is really important is that you have to do this for, let's say, 90 days. So let's just call this the 90 days strategy. You have to post this valuable content every single day for 90 days. and then you're going to see the results. If you don't see results after a couple of months, even like, I don't know, 1 month or 2 months, you might quit, but then you're not going to win. The only way to win is by not quitting. So I really, really encourage you to just keep going. And after a certain point, you're just going to get results. So yeah, I really encourage you to just keep going, bro. So now let's talk about how can you like monetize your audience, because you started posting, you are getting some traction, you start getting these followers, but what do you actually plug under your posts? What are your products? What are your services? So basically, I have two main money vehicles that I think is the easiest for Framer creators. One is client sites and the other one is templates. So I'm going to start with client sites. I'm going to talk about that, and then we're going to jump onto templates. So first of all, client sites. Basically, it's really simple. Whenever a post does well, you can just plug your services there. I'm creating websites for clients. Book a call with me perhaps, or you can just link your portfolio. And then, these people that you reach on Twitter then will, reach out to you because they can see that you're actually like redesigning these websites and they really like your work, and they will just naturally want you to design their website or, create their website with Framer. And I actually want to give you a couple of tips about how you can get these projects, how you can deliver these projects with Framer, and how you can like maximize your revenue. First of all, I want to give you like a little story of how I landed one of my projects. So it was when I started using Framer, actually. It was in 2023. And it was not when I started using Framer, but when I started Framer University. So yeah, when I started using Framer, I wasn't creating content about it. It was in 2022. I was just using it. I was thinking about like, I should do something with Framer, maybe like a project around it. And in 2023, I started creating content, and that's when, like opportunities came along. So that's when a guy approached me, Nandi, can you like build a website for me? We want a new website for our agency. Can you do this for us? We jumped in the call. I said, of course, yes, I can do it. I was just asking a couple of questions about what the site should be like, what are the the different styles that they like. I thought that this project will, it will be for me. Like they're gonna hire me, and I can just, get the money and deliver the site to them. And so I was already like asking questions like, what are your goals with this site? How should it look like? Do you have like any inspirations? What colors you like, and stuff like that. And then, I was collecting these informations, but at the end of the call, it was really, really surprising because he told me that, Nandi, okay, everything sounds good. Can you tell me your price? And I told him my price. I think it was, I don't know how much I said, maybe like 2 to 3K or something like that. And then I felt that it was a little bit too much for them, perhaps. And then he said that, okay, cool. Then I want to also talk to a couple of other like designers and web developers, and I'm going to get back to you once I have, discussed with them as well. I was like, oh my God, I have completely lost this. Like, there's no way that I can, get this. Like, I told them my price, and then now they're just leaving me. And they say that they might get back to me, but I know how this goes. Those other guys will probably say something like much less than me. So they're going to be like, I don't know, 1K or 2K, something lower than my price. And they're just going to like pick them. And I started thinking, how could I make sure that I get this project? Because I immediately know that if I wanted to get this project, I had to go the extra mile. I had to do something more than the other guys that, they'll be talking to. So what I did is I was like, okay, Framer's a website builder that I can use to create websites really fast. I can, build sites really quickly. So maybe I just take all the information that I collected on the call regarding the different styles that they like, colors, like brand stuff, and build a quick site and then just send that site to them and say that, hey, this is something that you like? Because if yes, then let's just start working together. So that is exactly what I did. And even like, I didn't even create the website from scratch. I just took a template and modified it a bit. I added some cool, scroll animations. I filled it up with their content, their like logo, colors and everything, just to make sure that it looked something like that we discussed about on the call. And then, I don't know, within a couple of hours, I sent them an email with a Loom, walking them through the website, and I sent them a link, a live working link, not just like Sorry. So what I wanted to say is that it was a real working website. It was a real link that they could visit on the internet. It wasn't just a simple design in Figma or something, or a prototype. It was real. It was working, and they could preview it. So they already felt that, oh my god, we have a new website and we like it and it looks great. And they had no other choice but to work with me and work with my prices, because otherwise they just couldn't get the website. And basically that's how I got the project. I just went the extra mile, and then they hired me and I created the website for them. So I think the takeaway of the story is that when you want to create these client sites, you have to make sure that you really go the extra mile, because these projects will not really come to you. It's not easy to get these projects. If you put in the extra work and if you go the extra mile, then you're going to be rewarded, and you're going to see results. Okay, so at this point, many people ask me, but okay, Nandi, how do I actually deliver these client sites? Because okay, I create them, and then am I going to subscribe to a plan and I have to pay it every single month for the client, or how does it work? Well, let me show you how it works. It's really simple. Basically, you jump into your Framer account and you create the website, you design it, you make sure that the client likes it. So for example, here you can see that we have a Framer project. It works nicely, everything is cool. And once the whole website is approved, what we usually do is we get the remix link of this project. We can get it in the top left. If you go to file and copy remix link, we can just copy this link to our clipboard and we can just send it to the client. And basically that's it. The client will get this remix link, they're gonna click it, and they're gonna just simply duplicate this project into their account. So now it's gonna be a completely separate project. You're gonna no longer have access to that, and they can start their own site subscription on their account, and they'll be paying that monthly fee every single month. And yeah, you don't really have to touch it. And the great thing about this is that you can also make a little bit more money because of they are paying this monthly fee. But I'm going to talk about it a little bit later. Let me just mention one more thing. When this client duplicates the project into their account, you can still have access to that if they need some ongoing support, or you have to edit a couple of things on the website. They can invite you as an editor to the project, but then they'll have to pay more every single month because they have an extra editor. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you go to the framer.com/pricing page, you can see that these are different tiers that the client can subscribe to. And you can see right here that, they'll have to pay per editor. And yeah, you can find all the details here and you can figure out which plan is the right plan for your client. Just make sure that when you give this remix link to your client, you actually give them some support on how they can copy this to their account, how they can set up the project, how they can, subscribe to a site plan. So make sure that you give nice support, and so they can do it really easily. But yeah, other than that, basically that's it. And now let's talk about how can you actually make a little bit more money on these client sites by becoming a Framer partner. Because there is a Framer partner program that you can see right here on my screen. If you become a partner, you get a unique tag that you can add to each of your remix links. And for example, if you add this unique tag to your remix link that you use to deliver the site to your clients, then once they sign up to a Framer plan through that link, you're gonna get the money. You're gonna get basically 50% of the money that they pay to Framer for 12 months. You can see a little bit more details about this whole partner program if you go to framer.com/partners. But yeah, basically you just have to apply, and if you get accepted, you're gonna get this little tag, for example, via Ferdi Aktak. Well, let's just say Nandi. It's a little bit easier. And then, yeah, you just have to put it to the end of your remix links, as you can see right here. And then, once that remix link is used to copy that project to another account, and then it has a site plan activated on that project, you're gonna get the money because you actually brought that client to Framer, and you get a commission. And fun fact, this method of making money will get even more exciting when we go to the next money vehicle, which is templates. So basically, when creating templates, you can do the same thing. You can deliver the template to your customer with a remix link that has your affiliate tag, and then you not only make money by selling the template itself. Let's say you have a template, you sell it for $50. You're not only gonna make that $50, but you're gonna also make 50% on the site subscription that the customer is paying for Framer for 12 months. So let's say if, I don't know, they're paying $25 per month. Here's an example on the framer.com/partners page. Let's say the customer is paying $25 per month. That means that you get $12, more accurately, $12.50. Do you actually say $12.50? You get more than $12, and basically you get it up to 12 months. Of course, if the client cancels after 6 months, then you get it for 6 months. But if they are staying subscribed for more than 12 months, then it is going to basically stop for you after 12 months. But if we do the calculation, it is well over $120 extra if they stay subscribed for 12 months. So you sold a template for $50 and you made more on the affiliate part of the deal. So it is really cool. But how can you make sure that you actually create websites that get the sales? So first of all, what is really important is that you have to get your templates into the Framer marketplace. So as you can see, if we go to framer.com/marketplace, we have a place here where you can sell your Framer templates. And it's really great because this site here gets, thousands and thousands of visitors every single month. So it is really, really nice, exposure for your templates. And you can literally sell them even if you don't really have an audience, but you already have it because you watched the first part of the video. So that's not an issue for you. But yeah, basically the great thing about this is that even if you don't have an audience, you can just put your template here and you're gonna get the sales on pretty much autopilot. So how can you actually get onto this marketplace? Because it's not that easy. So you have to meet the guidelines, which you can read right here on this page, the template requirements. I'm going to leave all of these links in the description, by the way, so you can take a look at these. So basically, when you are creating a Framer template, you're going to just literally come here to this template requirements page, and you're just going to go through each of them. You're just going to check this, and you're going to just check all of them. And once you have all of these checked, then you can submit your template to the Framer marketplace. And, hopefully you get accepted. Sometimes they, get back to you that, hey, something that needs to be changed, or please tweak that, or I don't know, they give you some sort of feedback. And then if you, make those changes, you can literally get accepted and your template will be on the Framer marketplace. What I can also tell you is that, for example, if I would be selling Framer templates, what I would do is I would make sure that I give really, really great support for my customers. So I would make sure that all of my templates have perhaps even like a little video tutorial for it that shows customers how they can customize it. I would also pay attention to making sure that the templates that I'm making are, of course, meeting all of these requirements that we have here on this page, but also they are really easy to customize. So you just have to think about that when someone like buys a template, you might set up the template in a way that it looks great with your like stock photos or like videos and stuff like that, but the customer will not be using those same images because they have their own brand. They have their own images. They might want to have like a little bit different illustrations. So you just have to think about this. Somehow find a way to make your templates, really easy to customize and yeah, just make it easy for the client or the customer to make the template their own. So yeah, this is what I would do. Really great support, making little like mini tutorials for each of your templates, and yeah, making sure that your customers have top-notch support. With really nice customizable templates. And again, if you go these little extra miles, even when like creating templates, that's when you can really see great results. The same happens when you're creating client sites. The extra mile can get you really, really great results. If you don't really know what template should you be creating, I have a page. It's called framer.university/template trends. I'm gonna also have this in the description. Basically, here you can see a little table with all of the top niches that you can design for. So I calculate an opportunity score for each of the niches in the Framer marketplace. I calculate it based on the number of templates that are on the Framer marketplace and the search volume. I basically get the search volume from a website that allows you to like search for a specific keyword and just see the search volume for that keyword on Google for the past 30 days. Yeah, basically based on these two values, we can calculate an opportunity score. The fewer templates we have in a category is the better, and the more search volume the niche has is the better. So if you have really low amount of templates or number of templates in a niche and it has also high search volume, then it means that it is a great niche to design for. So as you can see, it's great to create e-commerce templates, especially now that we have a bunch of integrations with Shopify. We can create pretty cool e-commerce sites with Framer as well. Also, free templates are a great opportunity as well because, you can sell your template for completely free and still make money with the affiliate deal that I was talking about. So, you can just attach your Framer partner tag to the Remix link, just give the template away for free, and then all of the people who are buying like site plans for those projects, you're going to be getting the money for each of those customers, which is pretty cool. Another extra tip that I can give you for maximizing your revenue when creating these templates is basically make sure that you have these tiered pricing. So you can see that here is a Framer template, for example. It is being sold on Lemon Squeezy, and on Lemon Squeezy you can just create these little different tiers for your products. So basically there's like a standard tier where the template can be used on a single domain. It's $49. But then there is also Premium Pro plan or tier where basically they can use it on unlimited domains. So maybe if an agency wants to buy this template and use it for, I don't know, their clients or something like that on multiple domains, they can do that as well if they pay the premium. And then also there's a golden ticket, which is the full service setup. So basically this is something that a customer might buy when they don't want to spend time with setting up the template themselves. They want to get your help, and they will again pay the premium, and you will just go ahead and help them customize the template and set it up for them really quickly. So yeah, you wouldn't even think that making these extra little tiers can get you extra money, because you might just think that, hey, I'm gonna just sell it for $49 and that's it. But like, it literally doesn't cost you anything to create these extra tiers. but you can, make more money with them because people will definitely buy the unlimited domains tier if they need it. And also you might get a few sales of these $500 tier. And even if you get one sale of that, that's really cool. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, basically that's it. This is the path that you have to follow in order to make $1,000 per month with Framer. Believe me, if you follow this for like 90 days, you build up an audience, you post every day, your content is valuable, you're gonna get followers, and then those followers will either buy your templates that you're plugging under posts that do well, or those followers will hire you to create their websites. This is how it works. It's not complicated. You just have to put in the work, and the hard part is that you have to keep moving, you have to keep going, even if you don't see the results in the first week, in the second week, in the first month, in the second month, because maybe the last week in this 90-day period, that's going to be the week where you have a breakthrough and one of your posts goes viral. But you have to get to that point. You have to keep going in order for you to experience that breakthrough. So yeah, all I can say to you is keep going, keep visiting Framer.university for cool resources and tutorials, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.